So, Abid, you are the Director of Technology and Business Development, Artificial Intelligence at SmartGen, and you will be speaking on the 2nd of June, 2021, on the COMEX AI conference in relation to banking and financial technology and FinTech. So maybe I'll just let you introduce yourself very briefly.
Okay, thank you very much, Amar. My name is Abid and I'm working with SmartGen for the few years in the Director Technology and Business Development Artificial Intelligence. Back in 2017, I attended a conference in Mongolia, and there I was introduced by the Singapore Digital Banking of Singapore, where they introduced a smart AI-based solution, or you can say a robot, which will reduce the customer engagement experience that users were facing with humans. So this bank allows you to open up an account, do the transaction, but just by using this virtual smart bot, robobot. The smart AI engine comes in to understand the human language. So once I speak, like right now I'm speaking with you, you are a live person, but imagine you are a robot and I'm talking with you and I'm saying, Mr. Robo, can I open an account? So the Robo will understand my language and decipher, or you say convert into text, and then do the query immediately, instantly. And so this is the part where they are using the pattern matching of AI engine.
Right.
So this is where I got interested, and then I came back to Kuwait, and we start developing these solutions for banking industry. And we were very lucky that National Bank of Kuwait and Bubian Bank, they saw the potential by reducing 500 human agent into 100 agent only, and introducing these smart bots. So we had to develop a lot of language-based interaction vocabulary, because Arabic is just not Arabic. There are so many dialogues.
Correct.
So the AI engine understand the Kuwaiti dialogue, the Egyptian dialogue, and the UAE dialogue. So that's where we felt that this AI is more powerful understanding and converting these speeches into text.
That sounds really amazing, Abid, and it's great to see that you're able to get AI to understand voices and act on voices as well in different language and dialects. I think that's something which will have so many solutions for different types of businesses in this sector. And I mean, the concept, the idea of AI it's so deep, and it's still being developed. I mean, I feel we're still in the early stages, and already we're able to see the value that this technology is able to offer. In banking and financial technologies, fintech, I mean, just thinking on top of my head, there's so many ways that that this technology can be used. For example, in terms of the different advanced algorithms which can look for patterns in the data, which enable banks to detect and predict any anomalies, any errors, certain types of fraud as well, which perhaps humans find harder to find, to be able to proactively fix problems as well for customers when they have a negative impact, along with machine learning as well, to be able to understand the data and compare it to other results, so that banks can provide customers with what the products and services that they really want. Maybe give me another area of another application of AI which banks and customers can benefit from.
You see, while I'm talking about AI is now becoming the electricity. You remember hundreds of years ago when they introduced electricity, people were not so comfortable, and right now we cannot live without electricity. So
Yes.
the AI is the electricity of today's world, and
Yes.
this is what we have to understand, that people are not realizing the potential. Right now, I just gave you an example of a smart bot understanding multiple languages and providing support to customer. But there are so many other areas like face biometrics, face recognition. is one of the things. Voice biometric, understanding my voice, so my voice can become a password.
Yes.
So there are so many application in the banking industry only, because it's an ocean of solution that is just waiting for people to discover. When I choose the topic about fintech and banking, because I feel that this is where the banks are very innovative. They can utilize the innovation, and they can enhance their image. They can enhance their brand. They can build loyalty with their customers.
Yes.
Once I talked with a banking group, and they were surprised that by using this smart technology AI based application, the
Yeah.
customer is recognized by the face, and just explain
Wow.
to this customer that Mr. Amar, how are you today? And we really like to serve you. So this loyalty relationship is building by this AI. This is the robot world, and the engine is the software that we are working together to produce application. For the consumer end product, they don't understand what is the basic engine inside. So that the developer must realize the user interface of the AI based applications. Like you remember, long time ago, people used to have a green terminals where they have to type commands, and then the windows came in, the user interface changes. So now the engine with the AI backend, uh, users can interact with
Yeah.
machines as just like humans. So
Yes.
so this is one application. Then there are other areas, as you said. Many European banks already introduced this AI based technologies. Like I can give you some example of Atom Bank, AMI Bank in HSBC,
Yes.
CI, State Bank of India,
Yeah.
uh, Ally Assistant USA, the Royal Bank of Scotland. These banks are already ahead of the Gulf
Yeah.
countries. Other applications are mostly in the digital virtual assistants, like airlines. They are offering their customers to use the AI engine to book a ticket, to change their traveling plans. So many things. So I mean, I can talk and talk, and
Yes.
it's never ending.
Yes, no, I
But
think I think we'll save it for the actual conference, so
sure.
at least people can get excited about what they can look forward to. And just quickly, you mentioned the Gulf region, and as you know, COMEX focuses on Oman and the Gulf region generally. And just maybe just to get your view on the Gulf region, what is happening in AI in banking and finance in the Gulf region, and how can the Gulf region from benefit from your talk and people such as you in relation to AI?
My understanding of the Gulf region is that there are so many niche areas that requires a lot of manpower, and manpower is very expensive in the Gulf region. So the banks, which are very much concerned about their cost per transaction, they can see that they can get up to 80% less expense than a
Yeah,
transaction. A
yes,
bank needs to understand how much they are paying for a transaction in banking industry, and this is where the money saving comes in, profit making comes in. Right now, you see, your saving become profit. It's not, the premium is not there, the spread is very thin. So you have to realize that what are the tools that can allows you to expand vertically and horizontally. And this is the AI engine which is helping the banks in the Gulf region. I think Abu Dhabi Bank is already there, NBD is already there. They are using the AI based virtual assistants to
mm.
help service their customers.
And how has a pandemic changed AI in banking and finance? What are the lessons learned, and what are the opportunities?
I think the leaders who were already on board with the AI-based virtual assistant, and they feel that their investment during this pandemic is really worth ROI, because now digital learning, distance learning, interaction, cash hand human less interaction. These things who invested 3 years ago, now they are benefiting with the pandemic, because you see social distance is very important. human to human interaction has been very much uh, uh, bad, I will say, during this pandemic. So if you have these machines or mobile applications or interactive solution, you see these kiosks running in McDonald's.
Yeah.
So you go there
Yeah.
and you buy your food, and all these solutions are running with the pattern. So if I select beef burger, the system automatically recommend me a cross sale that the beef burger goes with the French fries. So all these applications are running for the organization. So you don't have an analyst sitting analyzing end of the day what happened. So the analytic part of the AI engine is live,
Yeah.
is instant.
Wow. And can you also tell me who do you recommend to attend your session?
My session, as I said, that AI has become the electricity of this era.
Yes.
So anybody who wants to get benefit, reduce their cost, or increase their loyalty, banks, airlines. I mean, definitely, banks are think the are the most potential users for or benefit from AI. They can improve their customer services, call resolution. They can increase their call deflection rate. There is no queue for customer to wait quick transaction. So many areas. So banks are, I think they are already on board. They can enhance their self-service. You see, cashless, branchless banking is the way to go nowadays. So these smart bots, you're running AI engine are really the future things.
And of course, this would be of interest to almost everyone who does work in a bank, not only the kind of chief technology officers or the CEOs, but other people in the bank as well. Maybe you can talk about who specifically from banks would benefit, and also those who don't work in the banking and finance sector, for example, just AI or technology enthusiasts, academics, students, other industries for case studies as well. Would they all benefit from attending your session?
I think AI is the talk of the town now. So the CMOs, the chief marketing officer,
Yes.
because AI, if you are with the AI, people will feel that, oh wow, this is the company. iPhone is expensive, but people they go with iPhone. There is an image.
Yes.
So AI, if you are not doing AI, then you are way behind. You are in Stone Age.
Yes.
Pretty sure you will see that. So CMOs are most important. CIOs and CTOs are okay, but the most important people to attend AI is the business people, because the business understand the usability, the
Right.
application. The
Right.
technology people are the people who deploy, who develop, but the
Right.
people who understand and communicate to their organization are the business people. Business people are the people who will own and buy this technology, and they will grow with this. So my recommendation is highly on the CMOs and the chief operating officers, because they are the operational people. They understand the benefit. Definitely already CTOs and CIOs are comfortable with AI. It's
Mm.
time for the business to understand and adapt it.
Thank you for your recommendation and your advice there, Abid. And just to finish off, I wanted to ask you personally, why are you looking forward to COMEX? As you know, it's coming up, and your session is on the 2nd of June. And COMEX actually has three parts: the conference, the exhibition, and the awards. Why are you excited to be part of this event?
For me, Oman is always a land where I need to visit
Yes,
and meet people, because while I was working for Arab Open University, we had a campus in Oman,
correct.
but I never visited that. The
Right.
second thing is I feel there is a big potential in Oman, because it's the corner, or the starting point going towards Morocco. So it's the end of one rainbow, and
Yes,
this is where we can start. Oman, Kuwait, UAE, Gulf, Bahrain, Qatar, they are already experiencing, but it's
yes.
time for Oman to take the lead and take this AI into the next level.
We look forward to virtually meeting you again at COMEX, and hopefully very soon to meet you physically in Oman as well. And
Definitely.
we'll be seeing you at COMEX. Thank you, Abid.
Inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Salam alaikum.